Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. I'm Ryan, and the game we're going to talk about today is Kid Icarus. So I have to admit, Kid Icarus isn't exactly one of my all-time favorite games for the NES. I do like the game a lot, and it's a game I've played a lot of, but I don't consider it one of my favorite games for the NES. Because I think the game has a bit of balance issues considering the challenge. Like most of the stages where you just go up or go to the right are pretty simple, although I think when you hit the fortresses at the end of the first 3 levels, that's where the difficulty really spikes up. And not because of the layout of the labyrinth or the enemies, it's mostly because of these enemies, the fucking eggplant wizards. You know, Eggplant Wizard from Captain and the Game Master. Yeah, I hated these guys. Like, I remember in the second dungeon, like, the eggplant wizards would hit me right before I would get to the boss, so I had to trek all the way to find a guy to cure me, and then I would have to go back, and I would have to try to avoid the eggplant wizard again, and then I get hit again. Fuck those eggplant wizards, I hate these guys. Although I wasn't exactly too fond of the Grim Reaper either. Ah, get away from me! So I remember there was one item in this game that I always wanted to get, but I've never gotten it. I've seen it on YouTube. It was the credit card. I wanted to get the credit card in this game. Yes, there was a credit card listed in the instruction manual. I remember spending hours upon hours, like, just killing enemies, trying to go into a room where I can get the credit card. And I remember my hearts went up to like 9999. I wanted that credit card so bad. But now, being an actual adult, I really don't want another credit card because I'm in debt. Yeah. Bankruptcy! But at least for all your troubles that you go through from the first 3 levels, the last level is very, very easy to beat, and Medusa at the end is definitely not that hard. And of course you can get a different ending depending on how many items you got. I remember getting the ending where Pit has the baseball cap, my cousin got the ending where he grows into a full-grown man. But of course you can just use passwords and try to get the other endings that way. Yeah, the password I remember the most is Icarus fights Medusa angels. Which actually put me in the second labyrinth, which is my least favorite one. I didn't like the third labyrinth, the first one isn't too bad. Because I think the second and the third one have the worst placement of the fucking eggplant wizards. Although it was pretty cool, like, if you got enough hammers during the stages, like after getting the harp and the enemies turn into hammers, you get to free some of the soldiers and they try to help you kill the bosses, but they die like so fast. Like, I remember fighting the bosses at the end of each stage. I would have maybe like 10 or 15 of these guys, and then they would just like die just like that. I gotta do everything by myself in this game. So even though I don't really consider Kid Icarus one of my favorite games on the system, it's still a pretty good game and I definitely recommend checking out. You can get it on the Virtual Console for the Wii U and the 3DS, and you can play it on the NES Mini. And also make sure to check out the sequel on the Game Boy and the 3DS reboot. And of course, Pit is playable in Smash Brothers. So that wraps up this episode of Awesome Video Game Memories about Kid Icarus, and if you have any memories about this game, make sure to leave those in the comments below. Take care.
Having fun? Well, you guys should totally go check us out at twitch.tv/BattleGeekPlus.
Hey guys, want to support us? You can support us at patreon.com/BattleGeekPlus because every dollar helps us bring you a better show.